Alright, so we're back. Put them all back in. As you can see, they all ran back down to the bottom. Butter likes to hang out at the top of the ramp there, because she knows I'm usually bringing food when I come in. She's a little bit more adventurous than the other ones. They're exploring their updated cage. You can see Jelly popcorning a little. Popcorning is when they do that jump and twist thing when they're really happy and excited. All of them are pretty happy right now. So far we've taught them treats and snackies. So if we say treats, come get treats, come get treats, come get treats and snackies, then we should see them start coming up soon. Right now they're getting baby kale, which is really good for them because it's got a lot of vitamin C. They don't make their own vitamin C, so they need to have a large amount of it every day. So Jelly and Ham have figured it out. They're usually two of the first ones. We got Swiss up here. Peanut should be coming shortly. She's the shyest. She's usually the last one up. I think Butter's coming right now. Butter, come get treats. 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 Well, there's Peanut. And there's Butter. So, we've got the whole gang up here. Right now they get kale in the morning and cucumber at night. They like chewing the skin off the cucumbers, and it's got a lot of water in it, so it helps keep them cool in the summer. We also rotate in yellow bell peppers, which have a lot of vitamin C and they like, and heads of romaine lettuce. The lettuce and the kale we have to give them kind of rarely because it's got a lot of calcium. It can lead to kidney stones, and the older ones, it's good for the younger ones that are still growing, Jelly and Butter back there, but the other three are pretty much full grown, so don't want to have too much for them. They will pretty much devour this entire plate full in 10 minutes or less. They have to eat constantly throughout the day. If they stop eating for too long, their digestive system shuts down, and that's fatal. So that's why they have an unlimited supply of fresh hay and their food dish. So if we back up, you can see I closed the door to the lower level. It's just a whole gate that flips up and clips into place. They don't really jump or climb, but they can still get into trouble. Peanut's usually the ringleader. She likes to burrow, so she will go into the corners here and try and find a way under the blanket so she can run around under the blanket. That's why it's pretty well tucked in all over, and on the places I couldn't tuck it in, there's binder clips holding it down. Peanut and Ham here, the big ones, are the two dominant ones. They're the leaders. Jelly will usually follow Peanut or Swiss around. Butter's kind of a loner. She's the adventurous one, so she's always off doing stuff on her own. So the reason we put the hay in the balls is because we used to have it just in a big pile on the floor, and they like to run through it and get it all over the place and use it for bedding, and they'd pee and poop in it, and it wasn't very good hay after that. So putting it in the balls keeps it off the floor, keeps it clean. It also lets them work for it, which they like. It's mentally stimulating for them. Not that they don't have enough stuff to do already. So Peanut weighs about 3 pounds. So does Swiss. Ham is the porker. She's about 3.2, 3.3 pounds. She's also the only one that's a different species. The other four are American Shorthair, and she is an American Crested, and she's spooked. She comes back up. If you look at her head, she has a different part on her hair that makes it look like she has a hole in her head, and that's why she's called a crested guinea pig. I see Ham running around downstairs. I think she's coming back up. So there's the hole in her head. She's also the most aggressive one. She tried to take over the cage when she was introduced, and she chased everyone else around and tormented them for about 2 days. So we started out with peanut and butter, and butter had a heart attack and died. So then we got new butter, which is the one that we have now, and jelly to keep peanut company, because they're very social animals. They get depressed if they don't have a cage mate. Figured that way if another one died, then we'd still have two and they'd be fine. So we had peanut butter and jelly, and then Ham and Swiss are actually rescues. Someone was giving them up because they weren't being cared for and they needed to go to a better home. This was the cage that they came in. They didn't have any toys in there. They just had a food bowl and a water thing, and it wasn't very fun. You need about a minimum of 3 square feet per pig, and they didn't have that. So this cage is 25 square feet. So each pig has 5 square feet. They have a lot more space here, and they get spoiled, so they're pretty happy. And they like to do that. They like to play and run around and knock those balls down, and actually came in this morning and they'd managed to turn over one of their pigloos that they sleep in. Flipped it upside down, don't know how. I've come home and they've managed to knock their ramp out of place. They've pushed their litter box all the way across the pen. They pretty much just like being destructive as possible. You can see butter popcorning there. She's pretty happy. The younger ones tend to do it more than the older ones. But that's how you know that they're healthy. Swiss has this thing about getting herself stuck inside the cage. She likes to go under the wire to get the hay. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to go fix their hay ball, let them finish eating up. I used to have to clear out anything old vegetable wise that they didn't eat before it went bad, but with 5 of them they vacuum up every crumb pretty quickly. So as soon as they're done, we'll take the plate out of there.